You don't need to fuck.
First of all, don't cry. Speak up. All right, so first of all, thank you everyone for coming. And I think we need to give a special thank you to the parents of the bride and the groom. Because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here tonight. My name is Rebecca. I am Tara's cousin. And I want to put 2 disclaimers out there before I say my speech. Number 1 is I was homeschooled. So my version of public speaking was talking to my mom and my dog. So I'm not sure how well this is going to go. Number 2, I'm a McDonald's and we cry a lot. So I can't promise there won't be any tears. Now, Tara, I couldn't give a speech without telling some stories and sharing some memories of us. But don't worry. I'm not going to talk about that time we snuck into a club by accident and got kicked out by the bouncers. Or that time we came back to Aunt Sharon's condo at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm just going to talk about the memories that meant the most to me. Like a few years ago. I went through one of the hardest times in my life. And someone close to me had passed away. And in that moment, I was lost, broken, and scared. I remember calling Tara. Stop crying. I remember calling Tara, and within minutes, she was on her way to my house with her work schedule rearranged to be by my side for the next few days. Or that time I got my tonsils taken out, she showed up with popsicles and ice cream just to cheer me up. Or last year, when my dad had a major surgery, and we weren't sure what the outcome was going to be, she again didn't miss a beat when it came time to see if I was okay. Looking back on all of these memories, one thing remains the same. You were always right by my side. I know Zach tries to claim you as his other half, but Zach, you're a close second. Tara, for me, is literally my other half. I've known her first, loved her first, but I guess I'll share her with you. You're on. When I first met Zach, I wasn't quite sure about him. I mean, after all, I was told he lives on a farm, works on a farm with a lot of bushes, and his last name is Bushman. So, I mean, that totally sounds made up. And I thought maybe you're a serial killer, but I didn't quite believe you until right now. On a more serious note, Zach, you truly bring out the best in Tara. I've seen her thrive with the support you give her day after day. You constantly go the extra mile to make her happy. You've worked so hard on that adorable farmhouse that you made for your little family. And that proposal, who knew you could be so romantic?
True.
I love many things about it, right? You and your family didn't know that. I love many things about your relationship together, but my favorite is your weekly schedule. So if you want to hang out with Tara and Zach on Fridays, it's probably not going to happen, because Fridays is food shopping Fridays. And then on Saturdays, it's Chef Tara Saturdays, where she cooks for Zach, and we all know that's the real reason he's marrying her. On Sundays, usually they're hungover and watching football, but my favorite day is Wednesdays, because that's date night. The two of them have religiously set aside Wednesdays as their date night week after week. There's been one and only time I've been able to hang out with Tara on a Wednesday, and that was when I had to bribe her with Bruno Mars tickets. Even though you're married now, don't forget to make time for date night. Remember I said I'm a McDonald's and we like to cry? This is probably where I'm going to cry. I wanted to mention someone who couldn't be here tonight. Ugh. As much as she would have wanted to be here, we sadly lost her too soon. I'm not sure Grandma realized how much of an impact she made on so many people around her. After all, her Sunday dinners are the reason we're best friends. Her Sunday dinners are also the reason we have so many embarrassing videos from growing up. And I want to publicly apologize to our parents for making you sit through our dance routines week after week after week, because they were god-awful. Just know that Grandma is looking down on you both and is so damn proud of you. Tara, I know you shared a special moment with her before she passed away. While you were in the hospital with her, after singing together, you said goodbye. And before you left, she gave you her stamp of approval for Zach. Well, fast forward 2 years later, and Grandma was right. as I'm pretty sure every person in this room gives Zach their stamp of approval. I love you both, and I can't wait to see what your future brings. Cheers to Tara and Zack.
Let's give it up for Rebecca.